What's up, everybody? We're to day 7 of NoFap. The time is 8:35 a.m. It is hot in LA. It's a very sunny, hot day in LA. Heat wave is happening right now, and yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I had a hard time getting up this morning, not only because of how hot it was, because I had drinks last night, and I slept at like 1 a.m. because I was getting this video up online. I was posting yesterday's video up. It took me like 10 extra minutes to get out of bed, man. Like, it's rough, this heat wave. But got up, getting ready for tricep and chest day. I'm excited about it, actually. Pretty excited about this. And I got a pretty big day, pretty semi-big day lined up for me. I got an audition. A friend of mine is helping me shoot that at 1. And then tonight I'm going to be going to my church fellowship and meeting people my age. So it's nice to be able to find like-minded people. So I can't wait to meet somebody new. I can't wait to learn something new and all that. And in between that, we'll probably do some business classes and try to wake up, maybe have a coffee or something. But, you know, it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson. You're going to wake up, you're going to have days like this where you don't want to do it. And the best thing to do is just do it, because we're not motivated by how we feel, we're motivated by what we're going to achieve. And it takes work. It takes work. Because I know currently I'm exactly where I need to be, and that's what I want. You know, I'm exactly where I need to be. I think that's an important mindset to have. For me, it's not about, you know, oh, I'm not where I want to be. I want to make this amount of money. I want to have this kind of body. I want to do that. That's true, but I'm on my way there. So I'm on the process of doing that. So I'm exactly where I want to be, which is in the process of doing that, learning new things, and it helps me keep a pretty optimistic attitude, or a pretty positive attitude. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Check out my workout. What's up, everybody? It's 10:14 p.m. I'm extremely tired, but today was a very productive day. Very productive day. I was gonna update in between now and my workout, but I just lost track of time because of how much I had to do. So after my workout, showered, ate some lunch, and then I shot an audition. Had one of my friends read. She's like a talent manager for a company, and she helped me out with my audition, and you know, we got to talking afterwards about like the things that I'm planning on doing in my future and stuff like that. And I mentioned I was looking for somebody to manage my career, and she kind of expressed interest. And I was like, you know, I was talking about like what I'm looking for in my career. I'm looking for a manager as well. Like, if you want to manage me, I would love that, because I trust her. And it was nice to talk my career with somebody, and she kind of gave me this outline of what I needed to do, which is very simple. And I might be submitting to her. I might be sending my info and all my resume and stuff like that to her, so that she can. If she can be my manager, that'd be great. If I can get a manager, that'd be great. But yeah, it was nice talking with her about that. Afterwards, took a lot of classes, a lot of the business classes. I'm still not halfway done with the courses, man. It's a long process, but every class I take, the idea of starting a business becomes more and more tangible, and it makes me happy. Because if I can get, I know it's gonna take a long time, but if I can get this business up and running, I could make some serious bank. Make some serious bank, and that'd be really nice. And then after that, I'm really tired. I went to church. I went to church to have the fellowship night, and I've met so many. It was so nice to be among like-minded Christians again. I was not expecting how friendly they were and how outgoing I would be, because it's been a long time since I've been not pushed, but I pushed myself. But it's been a long time since I kind of just jumped into a group of new people, and the amount of friends that I've already made surprised me. So they already expressed interest in seeing my show, and I just met them tonight, not even today, tonight. So it was really cool getting to know a lot of them, and I think I'm definitely going to enjoy their company. But yeah, all in all, it was a very, very productive, fulfilling day, with a lot of talk about it was a very hopeful day as well, because there was so much talk about there's so much that I have to look forward to in the future. Moving my career forward with management and stuff like that, moving my monetary value forward with a business, and moving my faith forward with a church family and a group of people that I can call friends, So it's been a very hopeful day with I'm very excited for the future. I'm very excited of what the future holds for me. So I know it's going to be a lot of work, and that excites me. I'm happy about that. So yeah. As for NoFap, so I'm really tired, and that almost made me relapse. I got urges big time. I had a burger today and fries, and it was a lot of carbs, and it's been a long time since I've had that much carbs all at once, and it made me feel so tired. I might have relapsed if it wasn't for I have to go to church, and I went to church and I was tired. I was listening to the speaker speak, and I noticed I was extremely tired, and I almost drifted off a bit. But I think I'm gonna stay away from too much carbs. I'm not gonna cut it out of my life completely, but I'm not gonna eat too much carbs. I think that would be a fatal mistake, because it's just making me tired, man. I got so tired after eating all those carbs, so I'm gonna cut most of that out of my life. Not too much, but I'm gonna focus on eating meat, vegetables, easy on the carbs, not too much carbs, and yeah, I think that'll be good for me in the long run. Let me have more energy. But yeah, for NoFap, I think it's very easy to relapse when you're tired. At least for me, it was, I used to sleep with my laptop and my phone next to my bed. I still do, but I don't, I know when to fall asleep. I check a few things, my email and stuff like that, and then I just shut it off, hit the bed, close my eyes, fall asleep now. So that's been really good for me. But you know, back when I was relapsing every day, I would be browsing the web for hours, and I was when I was in bed. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I would be browsing like my phone or my laptop in bed for hours, and eventually I would come across something, you know, that I shouldn't be watching, and it would make me relapse. And you know, it was a way for me to fall asleep. But you know, now that I'm on NoFap, I can't do that anymore. I cut that out of my life, and it's just so much easier to sleep. And for those of you who are struggling to do that, to fall asleep, here's something that I've started doing that's made me fall asleep really quickly. It's just scanning. So I think Marines do this, but when you scan, like you scan your body essentially. When you're sleeping, you're laying down on your back, you close your eyes, and you just scan. You notice when you scan down your body, notice where you're tense. Like if you're tensing your forehead, relax it, you know, and you just keep scanning down. Are your cheeks like tense? Relax it. Is everything in your mouth, like your tongue, your jaw, relax that. And as you're scanning down, just relax everything, all your muscles, and take your time with it too. You don't want to do a quick scan. You just want to, as you are scanning down your body, relaxing everything as it's going down. And once you're finally relaxed, start counting your breaths. And when you do that, you'll fall asleep, like that. You'll fall asleep so fast. But that's been helping me a lot. With sleep. And sleep's very important. Sleep's important for your muscle growth, for sure. So get enough sleep. Don't relapse. And yeah, that's my advice for today. Yeah. But I'm just gonna say, get enough sleep. Get enough sleep. You need sleep. Sleep is very important. Because it'll restart your day. But let's get to the questions. I'm gonna keep this video short. JD, the curry's looking pretty good. Thanks, man. That's my mom's recipe that I spice up a little bit. Couldn't help but notice your lens removed the photo shoot. Yeah, I had to get rid of these because they have glare. Take a photo with glare on it, they're not gonna see your eyes. And the whole point of headshots, like a huge factor in headshots is your eyes, because that's how we connect to a human being, is through their eyes, you know? So if your eyes are being blocked by glare, well, then they're not going to be able to connect with you. You want somebody to connect. When they look at your headshot, they want to be able to connect with you as a human being, and then say, I can see this person playing my character that I'm casting for. So you want to make it easy for the casting director to cast you. So yeah, I had to remove my lenses from my photo shoot. Tricep pull downs. Love it. You saw me doing it earlier. Love tricep pull downs, man. I can do them all day. What are your thoughts on the SAG out? Okay, this one might take a while. Well, maybe not, because I don't know too much about the whole strike. I'm SAG eligible. I'm not part of the union quite yet. I can join the union at any time. I'm not joining it because I have to pay dues that I don't want to pay yet until I have to. So yeah, I haven't really kept up. I've read a little bit about the strike. I haven't really kept up about how the strike is doing. I know a lot of my friends on Instagram are posting about the strike as well. But what I can speak on is one of the reasons is because of AI. Hollywood is now incorporating AI into their films, and I can understand why they're doing it. I can understand both sides of the argument of why AI is being used and why it should be used and why it shouldn't be used. So why it should be used is so that Hollywood can save money and time. You can save a lot of time and money using AI. Like if you scan a person's body and face and their likeness, and you put it in your film to have the person, so the majority of people in SAG-AFTRA are background actors. If you scan their face and their body and use them as background actors, because most of the time their faces are blurred, or you're looking at them from the back, so that you don't recognize them because you want your focus to be on whoever's the focus of your camera. Background actors are just background actors. But I can understand why they want to do that, because it saves a lot of money. Because you don't have to pay the background actors every day they come in, and it saves a lot of time because you don't have to tell the background actors what to do. You don't have to dress them. You don't have to get costuming done for them. You don't have to if they have makeup, you don't have to do any makeup for them. It saves a lot of time, especially in post, because post-production takes a lot of time. So I can understand it saves a lot of time and money. Movies get done quicker, but so that's that side of the argument of why I understand the use of AI. Now the other side of it is these people are people. They decided they wanted to be actors, and they signed up to be background actors, and they are part of the union, which means they signed up to be background actors as a serious job. And now, with the use of AI, all they have to do is scan their face and their body once. You get paid once for that. And then they use that for the rest of the film. So you're not getting paid daily. You're getting paid for one day of just scanning. And then they use your likeness for the whole movie. And maybe potentially future movies. Or, and potentially future movies. And that cuts out a lot of your pay. And people that are doing background work are being paid like $150 and a little bit above that every day they're on set, and it sucks. It really does. That pay is hard. And I've been paid that much for my background. Like, I've done background work before, so to be paid only once and now like your main source of income, like especially if that was your main source of income, that's no longer available to you because of AI. Because AI had decided, we only need you for one day, and now we have your face for the whole movie. We don't need anybody, you don't need to show up for dailies, you don't need to show up every single day, we don't need to pay you every single day, just need to pay you once and you're done. Unsustainable. If you're a background actor in SAG, I can understand why you're like pissed, because AI took your job. It made it easier for the big executives, but it screwed a bunch of people that are part of the union that do background work. And that's awful. That's awful. You know, this is their livelihood that you're screwing with. You're screwing with people's livelihoods. You're eliminating more jobs. So, you know, I'm leaning more toward, I understand both sides, and I'm leaning more towards the background actors because they've decided that they wanted to do this as their job. And I'm not, you know, background actors are pretty important. They're really important. It makes your scene a lot more realistic. And I'm not saying that, you know, I myself am not really doing background work. I've done it before. I'm in Bullet Train, but you can't see me because my face is blurred and you can only see me from the back. But I've done background work. I know what it takes to do background work, and how stressful it can be sometimes, and how difficult it can be sometimes with the hours. But you know, it's not something I'm not interested in doing, like union background work. I'm not interested in joining a background agency. It's just not something I want to be known for. I don't want anybody higher up who has influence in the Hollywood sphere to look at me and say, "Oh, that guy's a background actor." No, I don't want anybody ever to see me like that. So I choose not to do background work, but I can understand why people choose to do background work, and it sucks. And I would be on strike too if I had chosen that. But yeah. The future of Hollywood is strange. I don't, like, even now you're seeing some of the things that Hollywood's throwing out is not good. Audience-wise, critics-wise, they're doing great. Sometimes, but audience-wise, like, a majority of the films that Hollywood's throwing out there aren't doing so well with audiences. And it's funny because
On the flip side, you have independent films which aren't doing so well with the critics, but are doing amazing with the audience. So, you know, I think the future of Hollywood, unless they, like, I don't know, it just feels, sometimes Hollywood films feel very formulaic. Like, you look at the Marvel movies, and, like, especially after Endgame. After Endgame, the Marvel movies have become very formulaic. You know, it's got to have humor, and sometimes it doesn't matter if it's like very inappropriate timing with the humor. Like, it's got to have humor in it. And I mean, I haven't seen Guardians 3. I heard Guardians 3 was a very good film, but like a lot of the Marvel films that I saw after Endgame felt very formulaic. It wasn't interesting. It was just off, and you know, I think the future of Hollywood, unless that, like, that's not to say that Hollywood can't make good movies. They've made good movies before. They're still making some are, there's still Hollywood movies that are really good, but for the most part, like, I think a bit of it dropped the ball. Like, I go to a movie theater now and I'm kind of not excited to see anything. You know, anything that's out right now. I remember walking past a movie theater, looking at the movies that were available and thinking, I'm not interested in any of these movies. Because a lot of them also are remakes. You haven't seen an original IP in so long. You know, you haven't seen an original movie in so long. You haven't seen an original series, a series of movies in so long. A lot of it is just remakes, reboots, and just different takes on something that already exists, and it's awful. It's like, why? Just make your own movie. Why are you using nostalgia factor to? You're just screwing people over. You know, people watch movies for the nostalgia. They don't watch it to see the new exciting thing. The hype is built. You know, it's just. The hype is around nostalgia now. It's no longer the hype for a trailer. I want to see Oppenheimer. I want to see Oppenheimer. Like, that's something I'm looking forward to. But that's about it. You know. So, future of Hollywood is kind of weird right now. But that's my opinion. You know. I wanted this to be a short video. It's not going to be short because of that question. I have a lot of opinions about my field. But next question. Great. I could see you kind of playing a role like Ranton. Yeah, if only it was Shaolin Monk, that'd be great. Pull-ups like it's nothing. Oh, yeah. I'm working on it. Yeah, I want to do a lot more pull-ups. It started to get tough, like, as I kept recording, but yeah, I definitely like doing pull-ups as if it's nothing. Favorite workouts are the chest press or rows? Oh, I love rows. Rows feel good on my back. I love doing rows. Question related to the vlog. What's your go-to karaoke song? It is going to be Keep On Loving You by REO Speedwagon. Though I didn't do that last night. I did Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy. That one killed. That one killed last night. So that one might be my next, like, my go-to. But Keep On Loving You by REO Speedwagon, always a classic. Everybody loves it. The emo crowd will like Sugar We're Going Down a bit more. But yeah. Anyway. Video's gone on long enough, so I'm gonna ask my question and I'm gonna say goodnight. So, my question to you guys is, what was your biggest time waster? What was your before you dedicated yourself to self-improvement? Unless, of course, you started from a young age, like you didn't waste any time. As soon as you hit 18, you just become like, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be ripped, I'm gonna be freaking successful. But you know, some of us didn't do that. Some of us wanted to remain children, I guess, until the real world hit us like a train. So What was your biggest time waster before you dedicated your life to self-improvement? For me, it was video games. Oh, obviously it was pornography too, but for the most part, it was video games. I used to game, especially during the pandemic. During the pandemic, I would game almost all day. Like all day, I would be gaming. And then after the pandemic, when things finally opened up, when I was going on auditions, stuff like that, and I was doing a little bit of self-improvement here and there, it was just video games. I would spend my entire night, I would be starting at late afternoon and go all the way till midnight with video games. Like, that was my biggest time waster. And I got a feeling that video games is going to be the primary answer for the both of you. But if you're listening and you're in my comment section, like, get into my comment section. We can interact with each other. You can answer my questions. I can answer your questions. Like, you can ask me a question. I love interacting with you guys. So if you are a regular in my channel, you haven't commented yet, leave a comment. I'll say hi. I'll shout you out for sure. Unless you don't want me to, then I'm gonna acknowledge you a little bit without mentioning you too much if that's not your thing. But come on, comment. I love interacting with you guys. I love interacting with JD and Greg. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. But that's my question for today. What's your biggest time waster? I'm gonna go to bed. I'm extremely tired, but stay strong, stay focused. I'm with you guys, and you guys with me. NoFap. Almost tomorrow's gonna be a week, so let's get it. Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.